Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the AEW Full Gear Predict the Outcome special. Previews and predictions from me on what's going on with this whole Full Gear card. We're going to run it down right here on the Pro Wrestling Show special for the Full Gear card. And it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the AEW Full Gear Predict the Outcome special. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you joined us on the Full Gear special. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling. Here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on the Pro Wrestling Show, because the Full Gear Predict the Outcome special. All right. Don't forget, later on tonight, we'll have match. Whatever the matches was for throughout this whole entire show, you can look through it for our counterpart, our companion piece for the AEW Full Gear Review Show later on tonight or Sunday morning, whenever it's available for you. All right, we got a lot of matches right here. We try to break them down right here. We got the World Championship match. We'll talk about that coming up. Let's get started with this. This is an interesting match that everyone's been talking about. Heyman Adam Page versus Jay White. These two cannot stand each other. You know, a couple of years ago, Heyman was the world champion. Adam Page challenged him. Heyman won in that match throughout. Heyman been acting quite differently and strange over the past couple of months after he defeated Swerve Strickland. Heyman wanted to target now Adam Page. Adam Page wants to target Jay White. We know Heyman Page has been acting strange, acting weird, kooky, you name it. Heyman Page looks like he has a vendetta on Jay White. Jay White coming back to fight for his brother. I can say that right now. Heyman Page even getting a strange bedfellows with Christian Cage and in the family. I don't know what's going on with this. This match right here tells you a lot of loose rap or loose change and stuff on what's going to go down. We kind of know what's going to happen and what's going to be said. But Jay White looking something to prove tonight. Look for Jay White to perhaps win tonight in his match against Heyman Page and finally shut up Page for good. We'll see that coming up. If Heyman Page still, it's just like some of these matches were, it's kind of like not strong enough to me, but hey, that's what you get. Some of the card is kind of strong. We'll get to this. Bobby Lashley makes his AEW debut against Swerve Strickland. We know Bobby Lashley made his debut after the behest of MVP coming to AEW. MVP come along trying to recruit Shelton Benjamin to AEW alone, trying to recruit other members into the fold. MVP trying to get something going. MVP has been watching and has been scouting talent around. He wants to get his hands on young recruit talent. He wants someone that's going to be like the Cedric Alexander of the Hurt Business, even to the point that what Bobby Lashley was saying, you can't call it the Hurt Business, but you know that's what the underlying tones are and stuff of the Hurt Business. But Bobby Lashley fitting real good in AEW, making his debut and stuff, and Lashley did so coming out of nowhere, attacking Swerve Strickland. And Swerve and Bobby Lashley, these two men don't see eye to eye. And Bobby Lashley making that point right here, doing the hurt lock, the full Nelson on Swerve. He wants Swerve to join in the group, sort of like the Cedric Alexander of the group, like the Star Tomorrow. But Swerve is not. Swerve made it clear, and Swerve made it clear that he does not want to be a part of the Hurt Business or the Hurt Syndicate. Swerve want to be his own man, but I think MVP is scouting and recruiting as he goes, and we'll see what Montavious Porter and Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin, like he's in great shape, he's in great condition. Bobby Lashley, this is his second AEW match. I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard and kind of tough to weed out who's going to win between these two men right here, Swerve and Bobby Lashley. I put my money on Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's still a new entity, a well-established name. Swerve is kind of making his rounds as well as being a well-established name. But Swerve still needs the rub from Bobby Lashley. I think we're going to be seeing like numerous matches throughout the last of the year and beginning of the year. So between these two men, and don't no, mark my words, Bobby Lashley is going to be a future AEW champion before he retires. I guarantee it within the next year or two. We'll see what Lashley's going to do. All right, we move on to this another match that everyone's been talking about throughout this matches. Mercedes Moné taking on you know who Chris Stanley. Mercedes Moné, the TBS champion, defends her championship. A lot of fans are giving her outcry like that's why WWE kind of did what they did, hid all her weaknesses and stuff. But Mercedes Moné has a challenge on her picking the call. Mercedes Moné has been a strong TBS champion, but she's not been the same ever since. She doesn't get that much recognition and flack that she used to get when she was in WWE. Well, this is Mercedes' moment, and this is Mercedes' time. Can Mercedes make the best of it? And Mercedes could do so with Chris Stanley in her way. Chris Stanley went from being a heel, now she's a face. It's just things just don't make no sense to me. But Mercedes Moné has been proven a top commodity champion. Look for Mercedes Moné to successfully defend her TBS championship. And Mercedes Moné will do so tonight. And Mercedes will go on and get the help from Camille. And this match has been blooded for quite some time. So look forward to seeing that Mercedes Moné versus Camille. We'll see that match coming up. So look, Mercedes Moné and Chris Stanley, I meant to say, and she'll get the help from Camille from her match. Look for Camille to win tonight. To aid the help of Mercedes. Well, we get to another match that everyone's been talking about. Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. Well, Jack Perry has been ducking and dodging Daniel Garcia, and Daniel Garcia wants to collect. Daniel Garcia had a feud with MJF, and then all of a sudden the feud shifted to this. Daniel Garcia, his contract was come on loose. Daniel Garcia resigned, and now MJF and focusing on other things. We'll tell you a little bit later on in the show. Well, Daniel Garcia earns himself a shot at Jack Perry's TNT Championship. We will see that tonight. And can Jack Perry get his hands on some gold? Jack Perry has been in the face of Daniel Garcia. These two will be going to blows tonight, and we'll see if Jack Perry has what it takes to take down Daniel Garcia, because this match is going to be real intense tonight. I can see hopefully Daniel Garcia wins his first championship in AEW tonight. So I'm putting my money on Daniel Garcia to pull the win and become the TNT champion. We'll see. Also, too, more matches. The tag team championship match. The Private Party defend their goal against the Muscle Busters, the Acclaim, and the House of Black. I kind of figured that this match right here, while the tag team situation and stuff, bankrolling and stuff, and then you got to be lurking in the wings. There's the Don Callis family who's gonna win. Cage and Lance Archer wants some gold too, with Don Callis speaking on their behalf. So a lot of gold is going to be reckoned tonight, and could that be setting aside for the future of how that's going to go throughout the whole entire match? So we will see tonight. Look for Private Party win tonight, and Private Party go on to do what they do, reclaim their tag team titles. We'll see how that's going to go. Speaking of that, another match: Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay. Former friends now turned enemies. Ospreay looking to get his measure of revenge on Kyle Fletcher. The Kyle Fletcher turned his back on him, and Kyle Fletcher doing some despicable and shady stuff. I can tell you that. You can tell how shady Kyle Fletcher did. He did that move with Will Ospreay, like do the some move the Tiger Drive and realigned. He's already been a Doncaster fan, but he kind of submitted that he's a no good, you know what. And so, well, Kyle Fletcher decided to shave off his head and shave himself away from Will Ospreay. And then the reason he said he did what he did is he wants to shed off his friendship and shed off everything that he did. Fletcher did so, did it conveniently. I think that's what Fletcher wants to do. Well, we see tonight these two men will go one on one. Fletcher and Ospreay. After Ospreay called them out. Look for probably Will Ospreay to get the win. But if I wouldn't be surprised or shocked if Kyle Fletcher gets the win by cheating. So look for Will Ospreay to finally shut up his friend. And some big things ahead in store for Will Ospreay once he become for next year to become AEW champion. We'll see. Also, too, MJF defends MJF, not defends. MJF will be going one on one against Roger Strong. MJF playing these mind games. As MJF said, he's in Hollywood. MJF said he's gonna do what he wants to do. He told Adam Cole and Roger Strong they're gonna have to compete in matches, and whoever wins the third match gets him. So they've been seeing that and stuff. So we will see how that's gonna go. So look for that coming up your way. MJF trying to live the perks of being a star. MJF in Hollywood. I think he co-starring with Adam Sandler in a movie. Happy Gilmore. So MJF himself ready. But Roger Strong weighing the wings, I think wouldn't be seeing Roger Strong looking to add his MJF to his resume. And so we'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised on what's going on. MJF is a dirty wrestler. So look for MJF to find some nook and cranny to win his match tonight. And MJF will do so tonight in that match tonight. So looking forward to seeing that. We'll see how he's going to do tonight. But look for MJF to do something despicable and doing something to the third degree to win and do whatever he wants to do and whenever he pleases to do. We'll see. Also, to the main event, the main event. John Moxley set to defend the world championship against Orange Cassidy. John Moxley has been singing riddles quite some time. He's been trying to put together some that don't own this company and don't own you, but he hasn't revealed who this person is or what this person does. Orange Cassidy wants to be the savior of AEW, wants to do what he needs to do and do what's best. But Orange Cassidy may have went over his head and figure out what he needs to do. Orange Cassidy trying to talk with some straight face that he's gonna have to take down Moxley. And the Moxley has his new motley crew to do. Moxley, what they call themselves the Death Riders, they used to call themselves the BBC. They have been on a leash doing what they're doing, attacking anyone in sight. So Moxley even trying to brainwash the mind of Will Yuta to think the way they do. Will Yuta has been in tow and has been following as of late on what he wants to do. But Moxley kind of like living that primrose path of destruction. And Moxley saying he's going to do in all he can, to the point of what Moxley's going to do, figure out that he wants to do and how he's going to figure it out as he go. So we see. Look for Moxley to retain his championship, his world championship from Will Yuta. And then we might get re-engaged with Moxley about who is this mystery man is and what this mystery man does for a living. Because, I mean, a lot of people are saying that AEW is kind of falling flat a little bit. with the arenas and stuff. Not covering the arena and base of what's going on. So hopefully they're gonna have to build up or stop relying on Moxley as a strong champion and put the championship belt on other folks that may help and may deter. I don't know why they're not pushing Ricky Starks or nothing like that. That's just me. Ricky Starks or Powerhouse Hobbs. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's beyond me and what I think. But look for Mox to win. Mox continue his warpath, what he needs to do to take down AEW. We just got to wait and see who this savior AEW is going to be. How they're going to move forward into this melee going forward. So we just have to wait and see and how this is going to go. We'll see. All right. That does it for the Predict the Outcome special here on the Pro Wrestling Show for Full Gear. Don't forget, tonight or probably Sunday morning, we will have the Full Gear review show. Did some of my predictions come true or come right? Only time will tell. We will wait and see. Full Gear coming your way. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, saying so long, we'll see you later and we'll say happy wrestling, folks.